Let us start exercise. Before starting exercise 6.3, we have to do theorem number 6.7, which is the most important theorem for exam point of view. Theorem number 6.7, most IMP, most important. Very simple theorem is there. You have to prove it. See here. In your textbook, it is given on page number 105. Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. The statement or hypothesis. Statement is also known as hypothesis. This hypothesis that you know very well, you accepted it without proof. But now, here in this chapter, we are going to prove it. Okay? Sum of the angles of a triangle. Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Is it okay? Now see, what is given? Given is a triangle. You can name the triangle. First we draw a triangle. A triangle is given. Name it. Suppose triangle is PQR. So what's your data? Triangle PQR is given. Okay? You want to prove what? Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. Three angles are there. Angle P plus angle Q plus angle R equals to 180 degree. See, here now you know about what? What you have learned before this. You have learned about what? Alternate interior angle, alternate exterior angle. You have learned about corresponding angle, and you have learned about co-interior angles. You know that if lines are parallel, then alternate anterior and alternate exterior angles are equal, corresponding angles are also equal, but co-interior angles are supplementary. Is it okay? So use this. Now here in this triangle, parallel lines are not there, not given. So we start with supposition of parallel line. So let us take a line passing through point P and parallel to QR. Suppose the line is XY. Write what? Let line XY is parallel to QR and passing through point P or vertex P. Vertex P of triangle PQR. Is it okay? We suppose a line XY which is passing through vertex P and line XY is parallel to QR. Now see, though XY is a line, so this angle and this angle, sum of all these three angles is 180. Suppose you call angle number 1, angle number 2, angle number 3. So from figure, you can write what? Line XY is a line. Therefore, if it is a line, means straight angle, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals to 180. Reason is what? Straight line or straight angle. Total 180. Now see, if this is 1, 2, 3, call this is 4 number, call this is 5 number. Now see, XY is parallel to QR. Now, line XY parallel to QR. And if PQ is its transversal, and PQ is its transversal, then it form what? XPQ and PQR, or in our language angle 1 and angle 4, it forms Z. Z means alternate interior angle. So angle 1 equal to angle 4, reason alternate interior angle. 1 equal to 4. Similarly, XY parallel to QR. Similarly, XY parallel to QR. And now your transversal is PR. PR is your transversal. And PR is its transversal. Then it also forms Z, inverted Z this type. So angle 3 equal to angle 5. Angle 3 equal to angle 5. Again, reason alternate interior angles. Is it okay? Call this is result number 1, result number 2, and result number 3. You can substitute the value of 2 and 3 in number 1. So from result number 1, 2 and 3. Number 1 is what? 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 180. But from 2 and 3, 1 equal to what? 4. And 3 equal to what? 5. That is equals to 180. 4 plus 2 plus 5. 2 plus 4 plus 5 means P plus Q plus R. 4 means what? Angle Q. 2 means what? Angle P. 5 means what? Angle R. So you can now write P plus Q plus R equals to 180 degree. Hence proved. Is it okay? Now another theorem 6.8. See, in theorem 6.7, this is the method given in your textbook. Another method by using exterior angle is also given. But before studying this, you don't know about exterior angle. So we use this method, which is given in your textbook. With the help of exterior angle also you can prove the same theorem, which is also the concept is given in your textbook. Is it okay? Now theorem number 6.8. We have not to prove it, so don't worry. Theorem number 6.8. See the concept of exterior angle. Exterior angle means the angle formed at the vertex but outside the triangle. Angle formed at the vertex of a triangle but outside the triangle, that is called exterior angle. The theorem is what? If a side of a triangle is produced, if a side of a triangle is produced, then the exterior angle so formed exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles. Sum of two interior opposite angles. See, if one side of a triangle is produced, suppose a triangle is given, that triangle is ABC, one side BC is produced. Produced means extended. Suppose this point is D. Then this angle is called exterior angle. outside the triangle and it is formed at vertex. This is called exterior angle. Now, the value of exterior angle is equal to sum of two interior opposite angles. It means what? This is exterior angle, nearby angle is called linear pair, so leave it. इसको छोड़ दो. Except this angle, the remaining two angles, I show it by cross. These remaining two angles are called interior opposite angles. Inner side, so it is called interior, opposite to this exterior because nearby is called linear pair and opposite of this linear pair, that is called opposite angle. So these two angles are known as interior opposite angles. So value of exterior angle, that is angle ACD, that is equals to angle A plus angle B. Remember the fact. Suppose this is 50 degree and this is 60 degree, then this will be 110 degree. Sum of these two gives you exterior. If this is 110, you can find like this, 50 plus 60. Now you know angle sum property of a triangle, that sum of the angles in a triangle is 180. 50 plus 60, 110. So this will be 70. If this is 70, then its linear pair is 110. You can find in this way also. But you have to apply the formula, you have to apply the concept of exterior angle. That exterior angle is the outside angle of the triangle formed at vertex. And the measure of exterior angle is sum of the measure of two interior opposite angles. As for example, suppose the question arises in my mind that suppose a triangle is given equilateral triangle. Then what is the measure of exterior angle which is formed at any vertex? See, let triangle PQR is an equilateral triangle or an equilateral triangle. Equilateral means three sides are same. You can say three angles are also same. Am I right? So three sides are same, three angles are also same. Now you know the angle sum property of a triangle, that sum of angles of a triangle is 180. If the sum of P plus Q plus R, sum of these three angles is 180 degree, and if these three angles are equal, same, then each has measured 60 degree. 60, 60, 60. Right? Now, if you take one point PQRS, means if QR is produced and meet at point S, then this angle is called what? Exterior angle. So what is the measure of exterior angle? 60 plus 60 is 120. Okay? So in an equilateral triangle, measure of exterior angle is always 120 because the angle is always of 60 degree. Is it clear? Now can you say that how many exterior angles are formed in any triangle? This is one exterior angle. You can extend in this way also, and you can found this one is another exterior angle. You can produce this PR in this way, and you can found this is another exterior angle. So how many exterior angles? 3? 1, 2, 3. No. 6 exterior angles are there. You can produce this PR in this way also, and you can find this is. You can produce this. You can produce here also. Okay, so total 6 exterior angles are formed for any triangle. If equilateral triangles are given, then in an equilateral triangle, all exterior angles are of 120 degrees. Suppose the twisted question may be asked in this way. In an equilateral triangle, sum of all the exterior angle is dash. Mind well, in an equilateral triangle, equilateral means 60, 60, 60. Three sides same, three angles are equal. Is it okay? 60, 60, 60. Then what is the sum of, total of all exterior angle, total 6 exterior angle. Each exterior angle of 120 degree. This is 120, vertically opposite 120. 120, 120, 120, 120. The sum of all the exterior angle is 720. 6 angle. 6 times 120. That is equal to 720. Twisted or jara hatke question. Okay? So remember this thing. You have to clear the concept of exterior angle and interior opposite angle. For this 120, these two are interior opposite angle. For this 120, this is the linear pair. So you have to leave the linear pair. Remaining two are called interior opposite angles. Okay? In this way. Now we are going to start your last exercise. 6.3. It carries 6 sums. Exercise 6.3. Question number 1. Now see here. A figure is given 6.39 on page number 107. Figure 6.39. Figure is like this. P, Q, R, S and T. This exterior angle is given 110. This exterior angle is given 135. Okay? Find out angle PRQ. This angle. Now use the rule of exterior angle and use your knowledge about linear pair and other angles. Okay? See, if this is 110, you can easily find out this angles of linear pair. That will be 70. PQT, angle PQT plus angle PQR. Focus here. You can easily find out it. You can easily do yourself also. PQT plus PQR equals to 180. The reason is what? Angles of linear pair. PQT is given 110. PQR we want to find it. Plus 110. Move other side, it will be minus 110. So 180 minus 110. So PQR equals to 70 degree. Okay. Now use the formula or rule of exterior angle. This is also exterior angle. What is now angle SPR is an exterior angle. Is it okay? What is the rule of exterior angle? That measure of exterior angle is sum of two interior opposite angle. 135, so its nearby is called linear pair. Leave this linear pair. Remaining two, angle Q and angle R of triangle PQR is called interior opposite angle. So SPR equals to angle Q plus angle R. SPR 135, that is equals to 70 plus R. Plus 70 move this side, it will be minus 70. 135 minus 70 equals to R. So this will be what? 65 degree angle R. And angle R means what? Angle PRQ. PRQ. That is equals to 65 degree. This is your final answer. Is it okay? Now second number, again a figure is given. 6.40, triangle XYZ, X, Y, Z, and O is given here. 62, angle X is given 62 degree. And angle Y is given. Y means what? X, Y, Z. Total is given 54 degree. We want to find what? Angle OZY and angle YOZ. See. YO and ZO are the bisector of angle Y and Z given. YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle Y and angle Z respectively. Is it okay? This is given. Now, bisector. Bisector means what? It divided into two equal parts. So here the total 54. So this will be 27 and this will be also 27. So OYZ, angle OYZ equals to half of angle XYZ. XYZ is given 54, half of 54 is 27. OYZ is of 27. Is it okay? Now angle sum property. In triangle XYZ, angle X plus angle Y plus angle Z equals to 180. Angle S 62, see in the diagram. Angle Y, total Y 54. And Z we don't know. So find out it. 62 plus 54 is 116 plus Z equals to 180. 116 move other side. 180 minus 116. So angle Z equals to 180 minus 116 is 64. So total angle Z is 64. Now ZO is the bisector. Bisector of angle Z. Therefore, OZY, angle OZY equals to half of angle Z, half of 64, half of 64 is 32. So this one is 32, this one is 32. Is it okay? We want to find angle OZY. This is your first question answer. OZY. Now you want YOZ, YOZ. So in triangle YOZ, once again apply angle sum property.